Hey guys, thanks for watching us here on WHAS 11 Plus. I'm meteorologist Matt Breland.
And I'm meteorologist Matthew Willoughby.
Quite the busy morning that we've had here
Oh.
across Kentuckiana. We've been at it since about 2:30 a.m. this morning, just keeping an eye on everything, and it definitely has been quite the eventful morning for sure.
Oh, yeah, it surely has. It's been a little bit on and off, especially with the snow and then sleet. So that snow sleet line has really been back and forth throughout Louisville.
Yeah.
But yeah, we woke up pretty early this morning to give you the best information we could. And yeah, we've been at it, since like 2:30, 4 a.m. This morning.
Oh, yeah. And here's the thing. We're still at it. You know, the
Yeah.
snowstorm, it's not over.
No.
We're not letting you know that it's over. We still have a few more hours left of snow showers here across Kentuckiana. So here's a live look of downtown from Jeffersonville. It is whiteout conditions
It's
out
there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and it has been like this throughout the morning, a little bit less earlier, but I mean, this is some intense snowfall that we're seeing in our sky cameras right now. So look, we're going to show you guys how this looks on the radar image. You'll notice that we are continuing the track. Widespread snow showers here in Kentuckiana and even over towards our southwest. I'll circle it right here. You'll notice that those heavier snow showers are starting to shape up a little bit too, just towards south of Litchfield. That's because we're right along that moisture plume where that freezing line is also located. So there's some heavy snow, heavy sleet, some freezing rain there as well. So just continuing to stay very wintry for us this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we were eating breakfast at the hotel, and a couple people are asking, "Oh, is this it?" Well, no, not really. I mean, just as you said, we're not over just yet. Starting to see, if you see on radar right now, those deeper blues, still more snow on the way for us. So, I mean,
Yeah.
if this keeps up over the next hour, that can be additional, 1 to 2, possibly even 3 more inches
Yeah.
added on to the total what we already have so far. So, I mean, it's really across Louisville. All the way down to Fort Knox, continue to see more of the heavier, steady snowfall. I just checked out the window just for the stream, and I did see, I mean, it's some pretty decent snow rates once again rolling throughout, especially downtown.
Yeah, and we're pulling up some of the snowfall rates that we're showing around here. Some of them are averaging close to about a tenth of an inch per hour, but honestly, I think this is underestimating that a little bit. I think we're seeing some heavier snow showers, especially. Let's look at this. Notice this area right towards the south of Evansville. This is a very dark shaded blue there. That means that there's some heavy snowfall being detected on radar. So we've got some snowfall totals or snowfall rates there of over a tenth of an inch per hour. But also to keep in mind, this is where the radar beam is locating it at. It doesn't read how heavy it's falling at the surface. So I would say that this is going to. There's easily some snowfall rates that I would say that are closer to about an inch per hour here in downtown Louisville because we just said we've been outside and seeing it, and one of our reporters just came in here and told us that he noticed that it was snowing fairly heavy too. So we're not done with this system just yet. So we're going to continue keeping an eye out as these snow showers continue to just flow their way in. I mean, there's still a decent amount of this winter storm left to go. I mean, I know we're seeing it starting to break apart over towards our west, over in southern Missouri, northern Arkansas. We're starting to see those snow showers start to ease up. The end of it is headed our direction, but we still have a few more hours left to go with this storm. And because there's still a steady amount of moisture flowing in, we still have that frigid air starting to advance in as well. And I would say that's what we have to go forward with next, is that once these snow showers are over with, okay, great, but it is going to get so cold. I mean, all of the snow that we have, it is going to feel like concrete from it just freezing so hard as we head into the overnight hours, because this is some intense cold air that is headed our direction.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you said it perfectly, honestly. We'll start to see, just because we see the snow, the freezing rain, the sleet move away, doesn't mean that this system is done with us just yet.
Right.
I mean, it's really going to be very cold next week. It won't just be one of these systems that roll through and, okay, now it's back to 40, 50 degrees. No, it's sticking into the really cold conditions over the next, I'd say, 7 days. I didn't see a single day. And at the end of this, we'll show the 7-day forecast. But, I mean, we didn't see a single day over freezing over the next 7 days. So it turns bitterly cold the next 7 days.
Yeah, this cold weather pattern is really going to shake us up as we head into the next upcoming days. These are some snowfall totals that we've been getting through the morning. The National Weather Service released a report around 8 a.m. that had updated snowfall totals. And so some areas, the Louisville National Weather Service, 4 inches towards the airport, about 3 inches. And we're continuing to see snowfall, so we'll get another report Likely probably later on into the morning or around the afternoon time, they'll release another report telling us what the updated snowfall totals are. Around the afternoon, that's whenever most of the storm will be out of here. We'll still see a little bit of some residual snow showers coming and going, but otherwise, that's a look at what snowfall totals we've seen so far. Definitely southern Indiana
Oh yeah,
took the forefront of the snow.
yeah.
Southern Indiana definitely was the winner with the snowfall totals this morning, and they're continuing to see that snowfall accumulate up. But for everybody that was pretty much north of Scottsburg, near Paoli, Jasper, Holland, Huntingburg, they received the high snowfall totals. It definitely was a bulk of the snow there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was. I think even at around 7 o'clock, we were still 7 a.m., 8 a.m. We're seeing some of these totals in Jasper, 8.5. Northeast Holland, I want to say Indiana, 8.5. So, this was almost 4 hours ago. So, they could easily topple possibly a foot of snow in those areas into Indiana over the next couple of hours as we start to see really those new reports. And I was actually checking our National Weather Service chat to see if there were any more updated numbers as far as snow totals go for this morning. As we head into afternoon. Not really seeing any newer totals just yet, but I did see that wind gusts are starting to actually pick up just near the Ohio River. So starting to see some wind gusts around 15 to 20 miles per hour, which is going to make it even colder outside.
That definitely will do it too. So something that I do want to talk about is what really played a factor in kind of cutting into our snow totals. Here in Louisville, we were expecting to see, at least over 10 inches.
Exactly.
At least over 10 inches of snow, up to a foot or more. So we're going to talk about how the storm evolved as it made its way here. Throughout the day, Saturday afternoon, snow showers started beginning, but there was still a lot of dry air that was present. So it took a while for these snow showers to start, but they really started picking up just as we went into that 3 p.m., 4 p.m. hour, and then they remained fairly steady into the evening. We had a few blocks of dry air start to sneak its way in towards central Kentuckiana. And then once we entered those overnight hours, that's whenever we saw widespread snow showers. But then notice towards the south where the pink colors are, that is where our freezing line is. So, we've been mentioning that if we saw any type of sleet make its way farther north, that's really going to stick into our snowfall totals, because once you have snow and once that snow turns into sleet, the way it accumulates is totally different than how snow accumulates. Snow has way more volume to it, so it's easy to stack up. But sleet is a totally different type of precipitation.
Basically cut it in half.
Exactly. So, like an inch of sleet can be can definitely cause an impact in how much snow we see. So watch as I play this through as we go throughout our morning hours. So you'll notice that we did have some waves of snow moving through early into the morning time, really between 2 and 4 a.m. We saw a decent amount. Notice how that mix started to slowly creep its way in, definitely around 5 a.m. That's whenever we started seeing it get closer and closer towards us, and we really did start seeing more of like a sleet mix once we started entering closer to that 7 a.m. hour. Since we were so close to that sleet, freezing rain, freezing line, that's what made us not have as much snow, because we started seeing that transition to sleet. So instead of seeing steady rounds of snow, we started seeing some brief transitions into sleet. And also, the air was so dry. We had such a small snow ratio that makes a difference too. Like whenever your dew points are so far away from the actual temperature, it causes there's a lot of science that goes into it that really can really impact how your snowfall can look. But that's what happened to us. But notice in southern Indiana, the freezing line never reached them.
All snow.
So they had plenty of opportunity to just keep an all snow profile. So definitely as we went later on into our morning hours, we did see that freezing line start to make its way closer towards us, and that's what caused some of these snowfall totals to really become impacted. But we do want to mention it is still dangerous out there. We've been getting lots of reports that a lot of the roads are impassable, covered in snow, sleet. It definitely is making it for a very, a poor travel day. Avoid the roads if you can. A winter storm warning still in place, still active until 7 a.m. because, these snow showers are starting to break apart once we head into the next upcoming hours, but this cold rush is what's really going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's another 20 hours of this winter storm warning on the way for us. So, we definitely saw that switch back and forth of sleet to snow right here in the Louisville metro and into downtown. And I think I did see a message from somebody from the National Weather Service for Louisville, Ryan Sharp, he said they're switching back to snow at the office right now. So yeah, that transition back to snow actually happening right now. Is
And that's how we've been expecting the storm to finish, too.
mhm,
It was going to have just a very snowy departure. So now
yeah.
that we're seeing mostly snow showers, that's how we know that it's starting to make its way farther east.
Mm,
So that is going to be the trend for the rest of the day. I'd say that our sleet is going to continue breaking apart as well. And then we are going to see that transition to snow. And you'll notice in the temperature map, too. Earlier today, we did see temperatures starting to make their way into those lower 30s, closer
yeah.
towards Elizabethtown, Bardstown. But now that cold air is really starting to sink farther south. So it's starting to knock it down, those temperatures that they're seeing down there. So look at this map right here. We're continuing to see just those
Wow.
temperatures
We got a warm sector
steadily
right there
drop.
too.
Yeah, we do. That's that, we've been saying this term over and over, the warm nose. That's
Mm-hmm.
just that pocket where the air is slightly warmer than freezing. And we are just continuing to see that pattern as we go throughout the next upcoming hours. We are just going to see this air get colder and colder. And pretty much that warm nose is going to collapse in on itself from this cold air that's just continuing to rush in. So here, these are the actual temperatures, but these are the scary temperatures, what the air feels like. These are going to be extremely colder once we head into our later hours. Right now, they're cold right now. 1 degree for the feels like in Louisville.
Yeah.
That's cold.
And
4
those winds are
degrees.
starting to pick up for sure.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely frigid out there. And here's what temperatures feel like across the region. We've got temperatures feeling like -5 in Indianapolis, -3, Chicago, -7, Lafayette, -8 there in St. Louis, -1 Paducah, -1 in Cincinnati. So that is headed our direction. Once we show you the future feels like, it is going to be very cold.
Yeah.
Very
I'm not looking forward to that part of it.
Right.
You can enjoy the snow if you're a snow lover, but
Mm-hmm.
I know one thing people don't really love is the cold with nothing at all to add to it. So
Yeah.
that's something we'll have for the week ahead. I know we talked a little bit about snow chances for Wednesday, but outside of that, it is going to be really cold, especially overnight. I know we'll get to that, but some of those overnight lows, I haven't seen them that much in a row in some of these areas, and I don't think ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. So let's go ahead and show you what's going to happen within the next upcoming hours. We're going to continue seeing snow showers throughout the rest of this morning and into the afternoon. That's whenever we'll be in the final rounds of it. Still, some of that sleet and freezing rain will start making its way this time to even south or our more southernmost counties. So this time, around this time, 12 p.m., it'll start making its way closer towards Campbellsville, Munfordville, Columbia, some of our southernmost counties. But notice how we had that big break right there in the middle. This is going to really start breaking apart, especially once we enter the later afternoon, closer towards 3 p.m. And then I would say past 5 p.m. is whenever we say sayonara. Like a lot of this is going to be out of here just as we enter the later hours of our evening. 5 p.m. is looking like the timing that we'll see this be breaking apart. Now, there still could be a few very small, lingering, broken snow showers that just pop around periodically as the main storm continues to exit towards the east. But overall, we've got just mostly quiet conditions arriving for the night, staying dry, but also cloudy and extremely cold. As we go throughout the nighttime hours, we will just continue settling into this freezing pattern. Temperatures really dropping into the single digits. And so, yeah, definitely is going to be a cold night, cold week for us.
You look at this as 8 a.m. This is actual temperatures. Yeah, we see feel like temperature. This is actual temperature, meaning feel like temperature is going to be even colder. You're looking at, Shepherdsville 3 degrees, Louisville 3 degrees. You go up to Scottsburg 1.
Yeah.
It's just downright cold outside. It's for Monday morning, and that's why I think most of the schools have canceled just simply because we'll already have snow on the ground. But also just it's going to be too dangerous for any kids to be walking to school, be at the bus stop for Monday morning. So it continues to be really cold out there for you. Heading towards Monday.
Absolutely. So this is from the National Weather Service. This is their additional snowfall forecast. And we've pretty much implemented this into our forecast as well. We're still expecting with these lingering snow showers to bring in an additional 2 to 4 inches. We still could see some additional accumulations of 2 to 4 inches. That's why we're saying we're not done with this just yet. And over towards our southern counties, just towards the south of Shepherdsville, south of Elizabethtown, 1 to 2 inches of snowfall accumulation, but also ice is still definitely on the table for our southernmost counties. And as I said, now that freezing line is making its way farther south again, folks in Campbellsville, Columbia, Mumfordville, near Adair County, those are going to be the ones that continue to have this threat for seeing lingering sleet and freezing rain impact their snowfall totals as well. So this is definitely going to be something that you should continue staying prepared for, because like we said, it's not over just yet.
No.
But here's a look at that winter precipitation that we've been talking about. The reason why we're seeing freezing rain and sleet has been causing issues for us in regards to snowfall totals is anytime there's warm air involved with these types of winter storms, it definitely makes an impact on how much you'll see snow total wise, sleet wise, freezing rain. And so what happened with us is we started off as snow. We had a lot of cold air in place, but then we started getting these little warm air invaders that started popping in random places, closer towards us here in Louisville. And that's what started knocking down our temperatures, or started increasing our temperatures a little bit within certain layers of the atmosphere between the surface and the clouds. And so that's what brought in the sleet. We still had plenty of cold air, but there were these little pockets of above freezing air that snuck their way in and
that
cut
can
down
really
on
mess
some of those
the forecast up. That can mess snow totals up completely if you have just too much warm air into the atmosphere. And I know you talked about this a couple of weeks ago on Weather Trivia for whether or not. Once a snowflake loses its look of a snowflake, can't be a snowflake anymore.
It can never fall as snow again. That's right. Once a snowflake melts, that's it for it. So we do want to mention a cold weather advisory arrives tonight and stays on till Tuesday morning. They may even extend this until Wednesday, because this is going to be such an impactful amount of cold air. And this is for all of Kentuckiana, because look at what the air will feel like. This is the next big important thing. This is why you need to make sure you're running your pipes and just staying warm, because this is going to be
some pipe bursting cold.
Yeah. So temperatures by this evening are feeling like -1, -2, and they just continue to drop. By early tomorrow morning here in Louisville, we feel like -4. Over in Indianapolis, they feel like 13 below zero. We have a sub-zero pattern headed our direction, and our temperatures are going to feel like -7 tomorrow morning. And then even into tomorrow evening, -4. We don't have feels like temperatures that stay out of we are staying in the negatives. For feels like temperatures throughout our entire Monday and Tuesday morning, temperatures are feeling like -14 also.
Wow.
So the air is going to continue feeling extremely cold. It is cold. The winds are picking up. Whenever you have with this type of cold air, the slightest breeze makes the air feel so much colder.
This is the part of the week I'm not looking forward to.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to, being able to track some snow out with the team and everything. This is the part, the aftermath of it feels like the days after Christmas, where you get all the new snow as a meteorologist, but then comes days after Christmas, where you get some extreme cold, or you get cold in your stocking. That's what this feels like.
Yeah, for sure. So this is something that we do want to show you guys. Definitely, if you have any pictures or videos or anything that, if I can find there we go. If you have anything that you can safely take a photo of, please send it to us. The email is yourphotos@whas11.com, and we would love to see them. We also have a Facebook page called Kentucky, Indiana Cloud Watchers. So we would love for you to see that here. Check out the 7-day forecast. As we mentioned, we are continuing to stay very chilly. Of course, you can find all the details about the 7-day forecast on our website. We'd be happy to have you guys pop over there and still check out what you can expect. But it's a weather impact alert the entire week. Our lows are back and forth between 0, sub-zero. Our highs are ranging only into the lower 20s. It is just an extremely cold weather pattern as we head throughout the next several days.
It really is. And that's why we definitely need people to stay safe over this next week. Of course, we needed you to stay safe on the roadways, and we need for you to continue to do that. But especially with this dangerous cold, hypothermia, frostbite, all of it, that's all possible with these temperatures. That's expected to dip down, especially throughout the overnight hours. You're talking overnight lows in the single digits, close to 0 degrees, and feel like temperatures will feel even worse outside. So we'll be posting, information on how to stay warm if you don't have any places to go. Warming centers across southern Indiana and Kentucky over the next couple of days, just so you can stay safe if you're not able to find any places to stay warm, especially for this week ahead. Not one day above freezing.
No,
over
not
the next
even
7
close.
days.
Not even close. So Yeah, it's going to be so cold. But anyway, we appreciate you guys tuning in to us here on WHAS 11 Plus. Thanks for watching our extended coverage. We're going to continue more coverage. I believe they're beginning at 3 p.m. to keep everybody updated on what all's going on. But stay with us on WHAS 11 throughout the afternoon and evening time. We will continue keeping you updated as this storm starts to break apart.